Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Plan B Esports, and welcome back to the SMO Any Percent Open Tournament. My name is Monica. I'm joined by Cosmic64 today,
Hello.
and today, the runners are LucineSR and TheMine2001 from Division C. Yeah, I'm pretty interested to see how this goes. And yeah, what do you think, Cosmic?
I think it's gonna be a pretty interesting matchup. Funnily enough, I have talked to both of these runners in the past, and I've actually seen them both play the game, so I know their kind of play styles. So it's gonna be interesting to see what ends up happening here.
Right, that sounds good. I don't know much about the runners themselves. I have raced against Lucine before. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the runners are readying up with their DSDA setup, and we are about to start. That's not what I want. All right, we're still waiting for the offset to come in. I'm assuming that we already. Oh, yep,
There we go.
both going.
I believe Lucine does have a larger offset, so I do believe there's a little bit more of a delay than a little bit more of a delay between the two runners here.
Right. It does look like okay. Yeah. Right. So both rounds have started. We are in the Cap Kingdom.
Not much to really talk about here besides for one trick at the end, really.
Yeah.
There are these minor stuff that can save you just a little bit of time if you do them properly. Like spin pounding, they can save you a little bit of time because you start your roll boost faster.
Yeah, and just some minor movement optimization. Speaking of which, Lucine did take an unfortunate bonk already.
Oh, Lucine pausing their game. Both runners gonna look to do vectoring. Actually, mine does not look to be doing vectoring. With the frog.
Oh, and Lucine taking another unfortunate bonk on the right side.
Neither runner is gonna go for left side. Lucine taking a hit here, probably gonna grab that part.
And the mine is.
Ooh, Lucine gonna take another hit.
Ooh. I didn't even see that. But it looks like the mine is leaving Cap in the lead for now. But as always, this is SMO any percent. Anything can happen at this point. we could still yeah, see everything happen.
Mhm.
So both runners now in Cascade. Again, the lead with the mine with the rather smaller lead. Now, okay. Oh, okay. Right. There's not much else to say. As of right now.
Yeah, I don't expect runners to go for DSS, which is a cool. It's a trick where you can climb the wall. It's very difficult, and it's usually not recommended. For the most part, we'll probably see minimal people and maybe like high people in A, and then like a lot of S to do
Yeah. Yeah, it's not something that you usually go for if you're not, say, a top level runner or haven't been running the game for quite some time.
More particularly, it's also it's like a race where if you miss it, no, I'm just throwing something out there. Oh yeah, Max, you're right. JD Boy definitely. But as I was saying, it's more considered. It's a race, so if you do end up missing it, you lose a good amount of time compared to your opponent, and then at that point, especially if the chain chomp breaks it, you have to go just to do the dino skip, which we saw runners do there before they came to fight Madame Brood, which would end up just costing you a good amount of time. It's pretty unnecessary for only like 5 seconds.
Yeah. Speaking of the Madame Brood fight, if I'm not mistaken, both runners are pretty much neck and neck for now. Of course, this is only the beginning of the race, but yeah. I'm not sure how close of a race we can expect, but I'm interested to see how close it is. That's the main thing, I think. Both runners are.
It's definitely not a 1 seed versus 16 seed where it's pretty difficult to see the 16 seed actually pull something off, but this is a 3 versus 14. It's kind of the same scenario, but it's more higher likely that we will end up seeing something happen between the two runners, depending on how close it gets.
Right. Very interesting to see that. Oops, that's not what I want. So both runners making their way into sand right now. Yeah, there's probably both getting their DSTA offset of their DSTA.
It'll be, yeah, mine should make it, but Lucine, it might be a little tighter. I think they do -5, so I think they should make it. Oh, missing the seed.
That is
I think
unfortunate.
they might barely make it though still.
We will see in a moment, I suppose. And they do get their DSTA.
Lucine making it, and so does mine. Both of them making that. Also, I can see Lucine's. Looks like Lucine did get a 555 Cascade exit, but mine has no available data, so can't really compare for the moment. Oh wait, did Lucine miss burn? Oh yeah, they did. They long.
So even though a few things happened to both runners, or well, yeah, to the runners, they are still pretty much up ahead. But Lucine going for the dram, and we will see in a moment. It did indeed work.
Lucine's gonna try to get that shot out of just bonking the. Looking like Lucine might be a little bit ahead now.
Yeah, that dram definitely did a lot of things for her.
Lucine going for another dram that can say it still saves minimal time, but
Commentators just settled, and dram at 105 is wild. I
don't think so. It's not that wild.
I also don't think so. It is unusual, probably, but not the wildest thing I've seen in.
I definitely see a lot of people do it at. I don't like. I wouldn't say like a lot of people. I wouldn't say like 100% of the time you should be doing it. But it's definitely something that like you don't see every day. It's normal, definitely normal, but it's not something you see every day.
Right.
Ooh, mine debating whether to go to the front or the back side. Just gonna take the back side to be a little more safe.
And Lucine does seem to now have a relatively significant, well, at least a one moon difference for now. And already leaving sands, while the mine is still collecting the last moon.
I'm getting about an 1108. Or 1107 directly.
I can tell you in a second.
And mine getting an 1123. So it's gonna look to just be about 16 seconds between the two runners here.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, Lucine did get the 1107 exit. As you said. And now both runners are making their way through lake again with Lucine in the lead.
neither runner doing lip clip. Pretty much expected throughout a lot of. Maybe we'll see higher B. That's even a stretch though, but a lot of A and a lot of A and like probably everyone in S will be seeing do late clip or even triple late clip.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lucine having a little mix up on Rango, not able to get Rango down to 1 health here.
That is
That's gonna give mine a lot of time to catch up.
Yeah. I mean that's kind of what Rango sometimes does to you.
Lucine able to finish out the fight. Just barely though, considering 1 health. Had a little bit of a mishap with Rango.
Right. I guess we'll see in just a second how the Rango, I'd say Rango mishap on Lucine's end does affect the difference between the two runners.
Actually looks like they're 10 seconds apart now compared to the 16. Oh wait, no, was it? No,
Yeah,
it
it's
was
about
19.
it's about 9 seconds apart, I think.
Yeah,
Lucine got a
9 to 10.
Lucine got a 4:18 exit, while mine got a 14:27 exit, so it's about 9 to 10 seconds. And we're wondering already about nut clip. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
For mine, I would be, but for Lucine, it depends. I wouldn't be shocked, but it's also not something that I'm expecting at the moment. It's debatable whether you do go for nut clip at 105 or not. It's really up to you at that point. But it's not, again, it's not unusual. It's just not something you typically go for at that level.
I mean, we did have nut clips attempts in Division D last time.
Yeah,
So
I know. It's that guy, though.
okay,
There's
yeah,
nothing I
that's
can
fair.
say. Lucine, their motto's kind of, it's more about the, well, actually, maybe, because
He is
they
going for the
might be doing
route.
tree route. Oh, mine going for nut clip, no tree route, not getting it. Something I did not expect. Lucine going for nut clip does not look like it's gonna work.
Yep.
Mine just gonna take beginner route instead of doing intermediate. Gonna assume they only know nut clip. And then beginner as well. He did 2 back. Did he? I thought he did. My bad.
I cannot fully remember, but Lucine is going for the intermediate route. And missing the ramp.
Ramp is always just a pain.
That is true. It's a very notorious part of the
Ramp
wood.
will always be ramp. There's just kind of once you get to a higher level, you can figure out what to do consistently to get it. But at a lot of these times, it's definitely not easy to just you have to figure out a rhythm to do so. And if you kind of mess up that rhythm at all, you're just gonna roll right back down.
Right. That is very true. The mine going through pipes in beginner routes.
Beginner.
Yes. Very likely walking.
Gonna look like Lucine's still gonna end up being ahead though, seeing as they're at this point.
Yeah, this is. I mean, it's not exactly clear. I would still say that they're pretty close.
They're definitely still pretty close. It definitely, even with stream delay, does probably look like Lucine is probably about 5'10", but we can time from storing and fade out and figure it out from there.
Right.
Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if Lucine probably gonna lose just about a second there.
Interestingly, not going for FRS.
Well, Dan said she doesn't now. She doesn't have any extra moves now. They both have the same.
Okay, this is something I'm really interested by. Is FRS something that you don't normally do because or like at that level? Because I have seen runners of lower level, including me, do FRS, which I mean, it's no shame in not doing it, of course, but I'm just wondering.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it saves minimal time. So really, if you aren't comfortable with it, you're not gonna. The 3 seconds is not very much considering it's a race as well. Where if you die, you're gonna end up losing.
That's true.
So it's more so if you feel comfortable with it, because if you feel comfortable with it, you can easily do it, and then you just gotta make sure you have it down. But if you're doing if you don't do it, you're just gonna end up taking the 3-second time loss, which overall is gonna be still better than dying throughout.
Right, that is very true. Also Lucine going for Speward. I'm not exactly sure about the intermediate route because I've only seen
yeah, you can do Spewer or you can do Spewerless.
Yeah, okay. That was pretty much what I intended to say. Normally you would see the intermediate route done Spewardless, but I suppose you could also do Speward.
You definitely can, but it's it only loses a little bit of time, and it barely saves time if to do Spewless. It saves like, I think with pipes clips it saves like 5, if I'm correct. You might need to correct me on that, Dansta. I don't know the exact thing. I think it's somewhere around 5 with pipe clip. So without, it's gonna be even less.
Right, okay. That does make sense. Lucine leaving Wooded though with a 2025 and the mine
2025.
and the mine coming up with a 2050.
Yeah,
2054.
Spewetless with pipes clip, Dansta. How much does that save? It's 6. Oh god, maybe I was wrong. I thought it saved a lot less.
Oh, and Lucine getting the fast head pretty cleanly. I did want to say that the runners are now at a that Lucine is now about almost 30 seconds ahead of
Yeah,
the mine.
Yeah, 29 to be exact, but yeah, Lucine looking to try to just keep the lead here, not willing to give it up at all. Mine not going for fast hats unless I missed it.
No, the mine did not go for fast hats. However, Lucine did go it and perform it exceptionally well, if you ask me.
I would say that's pretty average. It's just, for a lot of people, it's the manips that get it. Because if you dive the wrong angle, you're gonna get hit and Bowser's gonna run away.
Right.
But for like runners at that level, it's pretty easy to dive at the right angle and just stop him and get a shorter hop.
Right, that is very true. When the mine missing the last head.
Able to grab it right there. The scene going for Mutry and grabbing it, which is definitely expected. looking to be almost now like 50 seconds almost.
That is, yeah, that is what that is. 42 plus 4, 48 seconds. Lucine had the best
Okay.
Division C, alright.
Sounds about right.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
well,
131. That's actually tied. That's actually like really nice. So
yeah, that is a very,
he was
that's a
almost
very good
5 seconds
clock.
off regular Comsob. I don't know how Comsob gets a 126, but
Comsub does a lot of stuff that you don't understand or question sometimes. Let's be real.
I'll go watch it later and figure out what it does.
Did I miss? So interestingly, not going for caged gold.
That's only with cage triple. So you have to do cage triple for that to even save time, and even with cage triple, saves very minimal.
Right.
Saves like 1 or 2, I think.
Well, that's an interesting thing to do. I've never seen that on the mine's end. Hitting
Oh, take
yourself.
damage boost. Yeah, damage
Yeah.
boost. I've done that strat for a while. It's definitely, it loses 2 seconds, or maybe even more, because you lose, 1, you lose your health, so you get stunned. 2, you then have to go through the moon refill, which is at least 2 seconds, so
Right.
mine just gonna take his time setting that up.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Lucine already entering Nightmare Throne. I will say this again, by many considered the scariest part of the run, or the most annoying part of the run, or both.
In my opinion, this is definitely the scariest part of first half, but I would argue it's the second scariest part of the run. I would argue Luncheon is harder and much more scary, because if anything goes wrong there, it's treacherous. It can either go perfect, or you can lose 30 seconds.
That is very true. Also, the difference between the players has now come to an exact 50 seconds, which I do kind of find interesting. Yeah, the mine arriving in Nightmare as well. I didn't exactly catch it. Did the mine death warp at the bridge moon?
No, he did not.
Oh, alright. Oh, and
Lucine gonna fall
That
down there.
mistake.
That's gonna cost him. That's gonna give mine a good chance to catch up.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much what is often meant with this part of the run: is the scariest, the hardest, or the most annoying parts. Because one small mistake in the movement, especially during the Nightmare Tower or the Metro Tower, because once you mess up and fall down, you lose a bunch of time to just getting back up. But yeah, the second attempt making the jump.
Well, yeah, you don't usually see MCCTs being done. Ooh, Lucine gonna get that first cycle. Just barely in time for it to not start moving again. Lucine not gonna go for Giggler as expected. Mine also in the Wiggler now. Yeah, I think we started something in chat. I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
I'm pretty sure that me saying that that many consider Night Match to be the hardest or at least the most annoying part has caused a discussion. I do not wish to keep this discussion up because I think we would be very off topic, but I do want to say difficulty is both a mix of subjective perception and the objective difficulty or the objective instance of difficulty. Like I would not say Cloud is the most difficult part. This is because it's that short of a kingdom. But if someone considers the movement of Night Match to be the most difficult part of the run, they might go. I wouldn't disagree. I would say that is your perception of difficulty.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, back to the show. That was the commercials. I hope you enjoyed your commercials.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed my very short yapping session.
Commercial over. Back to the runners. Lucine finishing up Day Metro, or Night Metro God, staying with mine.
Yeah, and the difference between the runs is actually come too close. It seems like that the missed dive
About 14 seconds.
it seems like I actually missed something. I hope that I don't appear completely broken on screen right now. And I think it's fine again. Oh no. Oh, I am back with footage. I hope stream can hear me.
Oh, I am too. Oh,
I think this was. I think it was a Discord issue because it also cut out for me, but everything else was working. Yeah, as I was about to say, like a minute ago or something, the difference between the two runners in sense of who's ahead has kind of minimized, I guess, by the.
It looks to be about 14 now compared to the 50, but out of loss. So
yeah,
the fall definitely costed Lucine good amount of time and putting mine at a fighting chance at this part.
Yeah, Lucine is still ahead though, but only slightly. Having already gotten both musicians. Meanwhile, the mine is still talking to the bassists.
Just talking to the second musician here.
Alright, good. It does seem to have been a Discord moment.
Okay, at least my internet wasn't dying. I'm so worried about that happening because it's been dying like all week. So I was so worried about that happening, and I was like, oh no, dying.
Yeah, I was also like, oh no, my internet. Anyway.
The scene going for blind dive there, but mine, I'm just gonna opt to set it up there.
And moving towards the pool. So yeah, Lucine is still ahead by one moon, I guess you could say, but it is closing in. That is...
Dancer, you should do a MCCT sub-hour only.
That sounds
Your
like the
next
best
sub-hour
idea.
should only include MCCTs. Nothing else.
I think that sounds like a great idea. Lucine getting the last moon, now leaving the kingdom.
Mine just going up as well. Gonna actually probably look to be just about the same difference, maybe a second or two, but not too much deviation between the two runners here.
Right. Yeah, so Lucine finishing with a 33-29 and the mine.
When Dancer, we're taking away your Y button. Your Y button and your X button have now been just gone besides for when you need to dive. Then you can press those buttons.
The runners are now at a difference of, what is that, 19 seconds? Yeah, 19 seconds.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot about that, Dancer. Nothing. Well, yeah, then no roll cancels, I guess. MCCT roll cancels then.
That sounds amazing.
Anyway, commercial break done.
Not what I wanted.
Both runners not letting Toad, leaving Toad to just freeze.
That is so sad. He deserves better.
Toad deserves to not freeze. Just do Toadless.
So true. Just do Toadless. Oh, okay. Right, I am not expecting no clip, right? I'm not gonna be surprised like last time, am I?
We'll see if Lucine goes for Moon Clip. Looks like they will.
Oh,
they will
yeah, okay.
get it.
Alright, I stand corrected, I suppose. Getting the moon clip or the snow clip or whatever you want to call it. Mine instead not opting for it.
Now to lose just about a second there to Lucine, but although not too much, so it's
Right,
okay.
It is only a minimal time save.
Lucine getting the first out of 2 Stony Moons here. Mine gonna go capture the Blowy Joey and also get the first Stony Moon.
Excuse me.
Not gonna see ICC from Lucine, but I don't expect that from like anybody this tournament. That's a difficult strat and it's very, if you miss it, you're gonna lose a good amount of time, which is just unnecessary, considering how hard it is.
Right. Lucine having a bit of a risky movement, but it all worked out in the end, and getting the second Story Moon.
Dancer, can you name one to me, please? Oh, well, actually, wait, who has a 57? can take that.
Isn't wait. I actually forgot who's in the first, never mind.
Does anyone have 57?
Second,
Oh, well, actually, we'll probably see Pro do it.
Yeah, well, also got Lucid.
Lucid, Hot Boy, Matt. Oh, yeah, we'll
Yeah, you
Matt
have.
will probably see it. Lucid,
Yeah,
we might. Oh, well,
you
Lucid,
have.
we will. Correction.
You have quite some people that are going for ICC and Diff S.
Lucine not going for Snowdram, just to point that out while we're talking.
Can't blame her. Not I. Right. I forgot what I was gonna say, but Lucine is now leading Snow with a 38-35.
Not too bad of an exit, all things considered.
Yeah, it is. It is a pretty good exit. Mine does look like he's gonna get a 39 or something. Yeah, 3904.
So yeah, looks like runners are about 30 seconds apart again.
Yeah, I do agree, Dancer. The race does feel pretty close still.
We haven't made it past luncheon yet. There's nothing.
Yeah,
there's nothing to say how close it is.
That is very true. Once we
get past luncheon, then we can talk about how close it is.
Right. So far, it's anyone's game. I feel like.
Luncheon and mech are the two deciding factors of like every race, no matter how far apart it is. They could be a minute and a half apart, and then the one runner could screw up luncheon or die to mech, and then boom, there comes a difference, and then it's a close race again.
Right.
It's definitely still not out of the question that mine has a chance to win this. It's not out of the question.
Definitely, it's.
No, Lucine fell down in Night Metro.
That was more than 2 minutes ago, but okay,
It's fine.
Yeah, the runner, the unfortunate small mishap in Night Metro costed the extensive lead of Lucine.
Lucid versus TheMine.
Wait,
I don't know who said that, if that was me by mistake or...
No, it was me. I accidentally said Lucid instead of Lucine because,
I mean, that'd go wild, a 57 versus 107. We might need to throw some handicaps in, though.
Yeah. Anyway, Lucine getting the last moon of the season. Jesus Christ. Excuse me.
Lucid, wait, oh, I forgot Lucid has 56.
Oh yeah, I didn't even catch that. Catch you saying.
Wait, so Lucid, yeah. Wait, Dancer, Lucid is seed 1 in Divas, right?
I'm pretty sure he is.
Unless there's Tyrone in here, I don't.
No, Tyrone isn't playing. Tyrone isn't playing.
I was gonna say there's no way. But oh yeah, so we have a 56 versus 107. That seems fair. I think we might need to throw in handicaps though. Oh, Lucid is playing against Pro. That's goated.
That is goated. Talking about the race. Excuse me. Both runners having left Seaside, difference about. Oh well, no. Mine is still waiting for the Because you set your end.
Here comes the deciding factor, though, of this run for the most
Mhm.
part. Ooh,
And we can already
up
see.
alt triple and then messing up this backflip here. You can already see some of the mistakes coming into play here. This kingdom is definitely
brutal.
not an easy kingdom.
It is a brutal kingdom. But yeah, the difference between the runners now, well, from the seaside exit, about 38 seconds. Yeah, 38 seconds.
Mine looking to get up there just about first try, so I'm gonna save him just a little bit on the scene.
Yeah.
Also, I'm so confused as to why mine literally only does MCCTs. I have not seen him do a single cap throw. Not even after wall stalling.
That is so wild to me, honestly. I could not. My wrist could not.
I have no idea why. That's definitely just gonna be... Why are we still on difficulty, god dang it?
I'm not starting a yap session about difficulty now, okay?
we take this into DMs, low key, fighting DM. No, I'm just kidding.
Right, but
We seem to get head into the sub area now.
About the mines MCCTs. Honestly, sorry. Excuse me. Doing exclusively MCCTs, I feel like that would hurt my wrist after Cascade. But
no, it would hurt my wrist after cap.
Yeah.
Honestly, my wrist is done. I probably wouldn't even finish the run at that point. I'd be like, yeah, it's time for a break.
I would not finish the run, definitely not. So
it's time for a break.
Yeah. So Lucine is already in the town, having gotten the moon called looking over ingredients.
Even though and then apparently this is an ingredient too.
Moon names in this game are so wild. But yeah, just going through the kingdom like normal, with being able to keep up the slight lead though. It's not as significant as before, because of Lake Triple, Fault Triple, but still in the lead. Now entering the Fork sub-area. See what happens there, and I need to actually pay attention to this.
I'm not getting the Pod Booming yet, but that is okay.
Ooh, and taking another unfortunate bonk at another unfortunate bonk at the jutting crag. Jutting this moon.
I'm giving mine just a chance to catch up, try to take it. Ooh, almost. Lucine gonna get hit there. Gonna have to refill. That's gonna cost them. Mine gonna opt to just take.
That worked.
Oh, I don't think he did an MCCT there.
Hey, there's the first. And also I did not expect that cap bounce to work, but you know, luncheon geometry. It's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Lucine falling down completely from the moon. From the wall moon. I do not know moon names. I think a little bit of significant time, yet still in the lead. Honestly, I've also not seen anything like that happen, but doesn't. Let's be real. It's SMO. Things happen that you would never expect to happen. Lucine is leaving luncheon now. Still in the lead, but as we said, it is getting closer.
Oh, mine. The reason why. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense, mine. But he started playing Galaxy games.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense.
It makes sense, but it's definitely still a choice.
It would still hurt my wrist. So
it's still 100% a choice. It's that's just a guarantee.
Yeah, but as Dancer said, the difference between the two runs is now about 70 seconds. Lucine in the lead, but it is closing in, and we get to see Ruined Kingdom. I don't expect much of it.
There's not really much. The only thing is, if one runner does not get towed, they are getting DQ'd immediately, for sure. That's how that works. 312 is wild black screen.
Didn't we have a prediction? Oh yeah, we had a prediction at the beginning of the race. Everyone is predicting for Lucine to win.
Isn't that only 1.5 off Comsab dance though?
I'm pretty sure.
That's wild. I only have a 319 gold, so y'all are just like good. I don't know what else to say. Y'all are just good.
Y'all are better.
Just built different. Also, apparently Lucine got the best seaside in this sea.
Oh, that is quite.
Yeah, Dan. So that's actually crazy. I know it's shocking. A 57 runner has a better gold than a 109. That's shocking.
Yeah, she did get the best cloud and the best seaside in Division C so far.
No, you have. Let me see. You have Sand, Ruined, and Mech.
Oh, there you go. There's no wait, what?
Yeah, Cog got like a really. Cog has Lake, Lost, Night Metro, Snow, Luncheon, and Moon.
Yeah, he kind of went insane. Not gonna lie. Both runners finishing up. Ruined, Lucine still in the lead.
Yeah, it doesn't look like much is gonna change. Maybe a second.
Yeah,
But
no,
even then, I doubt
it's
it. It's gonna be like 0.5.
yeah, it's not gonna change much. It is ruined after all.
But here comes literally just the deciding kingdom. Bowser's, if it'll either go perfectly or you're losing another, you're just done for.
Yeah, that is very true.
Wait, Dansta, what was Geek's exit? Actually, I can literally just check. Oh,
um,
545? That's actually, like, pretty mid. Not gonna lie, but no hate here. But yeah,
Lucine,
that's still fine. It's a tournament. Nothing to say.
Lucine going for Bird Ram, I think it's called,
Ooh, not
or Ram,
getting
and
it.
not getting it. That is unfortunate. But trying it again
No, oh, not
and
gonna get
not
it
getting it.
again.
Oh my god, that is.
Gonna capture it again. Mine gonna go for crates or glory hole. I'd prefer to see crates.
Okay. And now
That
the mine
opened
is.
up the door for mine. Well, mine's still not ahead. Lucine has another moon.
Yeah, Lucine has another moon, but the mine does have an option. And oh, the. Okay. That is quite interesting. We're very close now. What I want to say, the rune exit did seem to have changed a few things. After runes, the mine was behind Lucine by about 25 seconds, but that might now all change now.
Yeah, with the extra moon, I think mine might still be ahead because he's already having 2 shards while Lucine is just heading to the island.
Yeah, there's.
So, for the first time this race, I do believe mine is actually winning. Again, this is Bowser's. Anything can happen. Like I said, it'll either go amazingly, or you're just losing a minute. There's
And
no in between.
the mine is going for the. I'm getting a call for the
Oh, okay, all good.
Pokio.
Take your time. Mine,
For the
I
Pokio.
know you can hear me, but please either do bird dram or crates. Please, for the love of my sanity and
Alright,
everybody else.
I have returned.
We'll come back. Mine did glory hole. So now they're even, so yeah, mine is actually still ahead.
That is quite interesting. Also,
Lucine's just gonna have to... go ahead.
I have never seen that movement done for this move before.
I have, it's slower, I don't know what intrigued people to do that movement, but...
That is very old Trinity movement. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, it looked
Oh
very...
wait, Dancer, does Small Ant's Guide do Glory Hole and that movement?
Oh, it wouldn't surprise
No.
me. Also, this is,
No. Save yourselves. Mine's
save
doing
yourselves.
Small Ant route.
Oh no.
Mine messing up Topper.
Lucine is going for Harry at first, which some believe to be the superior choice. I don't think that's a can of worm I want to open again, but it is.
Mine
So-
finishing up Topper here.
Topic for debate.
No, Geek actually has the fastest cascade. That is not what I expected. Ooh, Lucine also messing up Topper.
Messing up Topper and having These? I'm not sure if that's on my
Oh.
end or...
Oh, no, it looks like it's back, but I think... Oh, Lucine taking another
Lucine.
hit.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Topper is...
Oh.
That
At one
is
health, Topper running around.
very risky.
Heart right
Very...
there, able to collect it. This is giving mine a lot of time.
Yeah, this is definitely pretty good for mine.
No, Dance, I do not think it was a resync, because we're at the same exact point.
We are in Bowser's. If anything happened because of the desync, I would be very surprised. But yeah, we should probably resync now that we had some lag.
I can't see Lucine's one. Oh, Lucine hasn't finished bunnies yet, that's why.
Yeah, Lucine is now just collecting the bunny's moon. The mine making his way to the
Yeah, so mine looks to be 22 seconds fast ahead.
yeah, we actually have the mine being ahead now. That's...
Lucine gonna need to hope that mine makes some kind of mistake.
Yeah, definitely.
But this is mech, so anything is possible with mech. Mech is the BLJs of 64. Oh, yes, that's SMO.
The mine sound pogger. That's the thing to say.
Oh wait, I'm not on the right account. I don't have my emotes. God dang it! I had a really good emote for that. Unless I'm actually someone who's in this tournament. Mine gonna do one bird.
And Lucine going for birdless.
Ooh, this could open up the table for Lucine.
Yeah, definitely. This could be a deciding factor. But bonking, but still making hits. Luck or skill, we don't know.
Not what I expected to happen, but everything's fine.
It is mech. It is a very...
Lucine's still on, but so is mine. Lucine just gonna need to hope mine falls right about here or something. Doesn't look like he will though.
And the mine has finished off the mech.
But Lucine is also about to finish off mech.
Oh, but missing Harriet quite a few times.
Uh-oh. Okay,
And
able to get Harriet.
And mine is ahead into the moon. That is crazy to see.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Not something I expected to happen.
Definitely.
I can't make a bracket for Dish C or a prediction. So far, we've seen every higher seed win.
Yeah.
So this would be the first time that we do not see the higher seed win. And whoever wins this will go off to face Cog. I don't know where mine's going back there, but he's going somewhere.
Yeah, they are very... I was about to say, like Dancer said, it is almost synced. Like, this is neck and neck by now, with mine having only a slight lead. It's gonna come down to the Bowser fight. 4 seconds...
Could completely screw it.
Yeah. 4 seconds of difference between the two. That is wild to see.
But like with Lucine having the PB advantage, I would assume they do have a better average than the mine. So it could, if it's more than 4 seconds and they do play to that average, it could just come down to Moon. They're just playing Moon out correctly.
It is.
Oh my god, Dansta.
I honestly, I don't know many of. I'm gonna be very honest. I am not. I don't know many of the SMO runners in the community. But when I did see the list for like Division C and the upcoming matches, I was also kind of expecting Lucine to take Division C home.
I
But
mean,
she,
go ahead.
just positioning wise, she's slightly ahead in Moonskip. Of course, they're almost synced, but
Ooh, Lucine able to get it up there first. But yeah, on this seed, I kind of had the expectation of a lot of the higher seeds usually just win round one, so usually I just put it through. So
this is getting very intense. They are so close to each other, but
not me
yeah.
checking if I have the same stream up twice.
I can't blame you, Milan. They are so close.
Just look at coin count clueless. But yeah, usually I just put the unless it's like 8, usually 8 or 9 is like the only one that I really think about putting the higher seed through, but usually I just like usually the higher seed has a way better chance at putting it through, but right now that mine is trying to change that logic of mine.
Lucine going for fast hats in the moon fight may just be the deciding factor.
Gangsta, don't tell me that, I already know. Gangsta, I know already. Also, when do predictions open for B, A, and S? I forgot to make one for C, and I'm really annoyed.
Lucine is now finished up with the Bowser fight, going into the escape sequence. Ah, this is getting intense.
Yeah, this is going to be really close.
Yeah, Lucine is now again slightly in the lead, probably due to a bit of a more optimized movement in Moon and fast hats.
Isn't Division A starting this week as well then?
No, I think it's only B.
Is it really? So do B, A, and then so is it A and S starting together? Or A and S? So I don't think you'd want to hold off A and S for another, or well, S directly for another 2 weeks.
And Lucine getting the 2D skip.
That's wild. So you want to hold off S for another 2 weeks?
I didn't really catch it, but I'm assuming the mine also did get the 2D skip.
Yeah, I also kind of wasn't looking. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, Sansa. So what, you probably want to have all round 1 matches from D and C done by the time A starts.
Oh, the mine didn't even go for the 2D skip. I'm gonna have to say, this is looking like Lucine is able to go.
Yeah, it'll come down to the run.
Yeah, of course, but it is still.
I just realized the top time this month for races on the run is a 26:09 for SMO any percent total energy. Who did their run without loads?
And Lucine is already on the final.
7:36 for Lucine.
Yeah.
And then
this is a GG.
107.48 for mine. They're
Yeah.
only 12 seconds apart.
12 seconds apart, that is crazy. God damn, okay. GG to both players, of course. That is a very, very wild race.
Yeah, that was wild.
I don't think I've seen anything that close.
No, I think that's
For the
the
time.
closest race like entirely out of any match so far.
Yeah, I think so too.
I can check right now, actually. So let's see. So not including that match, the closest match we've had so far was somebody just put in closest races as 49 minutes and 18 seconds for Lucine versus Mine. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But discluding that race, the closest race we've seen so far was actually the first race of this tournament. In Division D with Anime versus Noah, and that was 29 seconds, and that was 8 and 9. So to see a 3 versus 14 only being 12 seconds apart is crazy to me.
That is very crazy. I would say we could do. Well, they're not all there yet because Lucine didn't put mine Edward and bunnies. I see. Okay. But I would say we could do interviews now if the runners want to.
Yeah, if they want.
Okay.
I was
Welcome.
Average.
Let me just turn that off. Game audio real quick. Hello.
Hello, you too. GG's to the race. This was a very close one.
Closest the entire tournament so far.
I Golden Moon by 4.
Oh, you gold one. Congrats.
Yeah.
That's
wild.
I was gonna say,
that's wild.
I have no idea. I had no idea who was gonna win after after mech or something, because my mech exit was a 102.05.
My mech exit was a 102.09.
Yeah,
so literally 4 seconds.
So yeah, it was 4 seconds.
That was so close. That was incredibly close. Like all throughout the race.
I think I thought in the back of my head, I think Lucine has a better gold than me. My gold is a 538.
Yeah, my gold was a 530. It's now 526. So they literally tied their goal too, which was cool. I think.
I definitely need to work on Moon, but it all came down to Moon because it was like almost neck and neck coming out of mech, and even it was even neck and neck coming into like Bowser's. It was like 15 coming into Bowser's, and then Bird Dram happened. But
yeah. Yeah, it was Bertrand that made it closer than it should have been.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Honestly.
Yeah, that is crazy, I swear.
Like, yeah, I was having nerves going in the Moon because I'm like, why is it so close?
Yeah.
And I was nervous, but I was able to pull it off.
I mean, it was
right.
It was almost you excuse me, my voice just died for no reason. I mean, you two were almost in sync at Bowser's exits or mech exits, so
it was.
So the reason I got a 107 is because I'm super rusty. I can only play this game like every so often.
Sounds
and so I'm not super consistent.
You know, I haven't played the game since God, I don't even know when the last time I played the game was. Probably sometime last month, maybe 2 months ago.
Oh damn!
But yeah.
I mean, I did runs today, so I can't really say anything.
I mean, I have an opponent who I should be able to win against, so I probably don't need to do Rust. I'm fine.
But personally, I'm happy with the outcome. I probably won't make it through the next round because I'm facing Caug, which has a who has a
Oh yeah,
103.
Calg is wild. I don't
Yeah,
know how he made it to. I don't know how he made it to.
See,
Div C. Yeah, his
because he had like a
PvP
105,
friggin' B.
51, I think, before getting 103.
I think
Wow,
it's
that's
So he
because
signed up at a 105.
I think it's because he signed up with a time that would get him into Division C, but he probably practiced the game a shit ton.
if you do like
Yeah.
2 minutes right after signups close. Oh yeah, that's wild.
that is very
I
wild.
was in Div C until I think Switch bopped me, and then I got moved down into first seed of D, which I want to thank you, Switch, because I definitely would have lost to no. So, but yeah, the outcome, it was like really close, and the outcome was definitely almost something I was not expecting, but it was
Yeah.
really close.
I mean, I was kind of expecting it just because of the fact that, like, if mine played super close to the PB, I was kind of expecting this because I wasn't expecting to play close to my PB.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, because I got my PB's a 107.34, and the time I got in the race was only plus 14.
Oh yeah, true. We were very close to PB.
Also, Lucine, you got best cloud and best seaside.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm actually proud of that.
Loki, I don't know how a 326 is best seaside, but still good job.
Yo.
I mean, it would have been
Yeah.
better if I didn't miss the. I mean, it would have golded if I didn't miss the moon and the fish.
Mm-hmm.
Fish clip.
Was cloud a real goal or?
It was almost a gold, but if I didn't mess up fish clip movement, it would have been a gold. It's crazy.
That is crazy, yeah.
And my gold's up 326.
Oh, so yeah. But yeah, that was a pretty close race, I swear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was intense to watch. It was really intense to
Mm-hmm.
just watch.
Alright, there we go. I closed my splits. Anyways, thanks for the race, Lucine, and I think this means I'm just out of the tournament entirely. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
Yeah,
not double
it's not double
elimination, sadly.
elimination.
yeah, I was gonna say it's not double elimination, so yeah.
It was fun to race you though. I was excited for this.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was a
and yeah,
very fun
and I
race.
think you're facing off against Kaug or something. If so,
Yeah,
then
it's cow.
GL.
Yeah, I'm probably out next race. Unless they absolutely bed, in which I'll be fine.
I mean, I don't know. Anything can
Also,
happen.
yes, I know how to censor myself.
Wild.
Wild.
But yeah, anything can happen in that race and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll probably be practicing a bit offline. I'll probably be practicing a lot offline for that race.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that is
Yeah,
excuse
I was
me.
gonna say, I think if there's not much left,
Yeah, I
I
was
think
gonna
we can
say.
wrap it up there.
I think
Right.
that'll be it
Yeah,
for me
that's fine.
and stuff like that. So yeah.
And yeah, GG's to you both. Congrats on the scene for the win. And today will be at midnight UTC or 8 p.m. EST or whatever.
Whatever you want to call it.
Right, time zones. Between Oracle guitarist and I have no idea how to pronounce it. Sibis? I don't know.
Let me look. I can see. I know I'm actually pretty good with names for some reason.
That is.
It's
Oh god,
more.
where the
I would
heck?
say
Where did
I would say Sibis. Or Cibis or something.
That's next week's.
Maybe
God dang it.
Seeps? Oh, no, he's
Yeah,
not. That's not-
Sidebus. I would say Sidebus probably. Oracle and Sidebus probably. I don't
Yeah,
know how to pronounce it.
That is the next match. Coming up today. Be sure to
Yeah,
also
Go ahead.
follow the runners. Follow the runners that have run today. The commentators from today. And do we have a restreamer command? I always forget. And of course, our wonderful restreamer Mulan. Without which this wouldn't have been possible.
Bless you.
How was it? Oh, right, because of run tracks and noise. Cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
thanks to the runners for running.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Thank you for joining me with comms today, Cosmic.
No
And
problem.
You in the lead?
I'll think if there's nothing else, we can say goodbye.
Alright, see y'all.
See ya.
Bye,
No.
everyone.
Bye.
Offline.